Do it.
Hey guys, in this fanfiction, we'll be exploring the part 2 of the what if scenario, what if Grievous killed Obi Wan on Utapau. I've linked part 1 in the description and in the card in the top right corner of the screen, so if you haven't seen part 1, I highly recommend you check it out. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. Without further ado, this is where the fun begins. As Grievous stepped out of his ship, his robotic frame towered over Anakin, and he chuckled.
You think you can defeat me, little Jedi? I have fought and bested countless opponents, including your master. You will be no different.
Anakin ignited his lightsaber, its blue glow illuminating his determined expression.
I will not let you harm anyone else. The war ends today, Grievous.
Grievous lunged at Anakin, his two arms swinging his deadly lightsabers with precision. Anakin dodged and parried, his own lightsaber flashing in the air. The two engaged in a fierce battle, the sound of clashing metal echoing throughout the Mustafar platform. As they fought, Grievous taunted Anakin.
You will never defeat me, Jedi. You are weak, just like your precious Republic.
Anakin gritted his teeth, his anger fueling his attacks.
I am not weak, and I will do whatever it takes to protect the ones I love and avenge old friends.
Grievous laughed.
Love, you think love will save you? You are nothing but a misguided fool.
Anakin's eyes burned with fury. He attacked Grievous with renewed vigor, his lightsaber flashing with blinding speed. Grievous fought back with equal ferocity, but Anakin was relentless. As the battle raged on, Anakin could feel the power of the dark side coursing through his veins. He knew that he was close to defeating Grievous, but he also knew that he was dangerously close to falling to the dark side himself. In a moment of desperation, Anakin released a powerful blast of Force energy, sending Grievous hurtling across the platform. Grievous crashed into the platform, shaking it. As Grievous struggled to get back on his feet, Anakin advanced on him, his lightsaber raised high. Grievous knew he was beaten, and he was prepared to meet his fate. Anakin stood there, breathing heavily, looking at the defeated form of his former adversary Grievous. The droid lay there before him, his chest caved in, his forearms sprawled in every direction. Anakin had done it. He had avenged his fallen mentor, Obi Wan Kenobi, by defeating Grievous in battle. But the victory had come at a great cost. Anakin had sustained injuries throughout the fight, and he could feel his body trembling with exhaustion. He leaned on his nearby ship, using it to keep him upright. Suddenly, he heard a raspy voice behind him. Impressive, young Skywalker. Most impressive. Anakin's heart sank as he recognized the voice of his mentor and friend, Chancellor Palpatine. You killed him, Sidious continued, walking slowly towards Anakin. You killed the Separatist leader and saved the Republic. Anakin turned to face Sidious, his eyes burning with anger.
You deceived me. Use me.
Deceived you? Oh no, my young apprentice. I have shown you the true power of the dark side. You are now stronger than ever before. Anakin's mind was racing. He had always believed that he was doing the right thing by following the Jedi Code, but now he was starting to doubt everything he'd ever known. He looked down at his hands, still trembling from the exertion of the battle. I can feel the power coursing through you. Join me, and we can rule the galaxy together. We can bring order to the chaos. Anakin felt a surge of fear and temptation. Could he really embrace the dark side and become a Sith Lord? Could he rule the galaxy with an iron fist, as Sidious had promised? He looked back at Grievous's lifeless form, his metal body now twisted and broken. He knew that he had killed the droid out of a desire for revenge, not out of a desire for justice. But then he thought of Obi Wan, of all the good that the Jedi had accomplished throughout the galaxy. He thought of Padme, and how much he loved her. He could not allow himself to become consumed by the dark side.
No,
He said, igniting his lightsaber once again.
I will never join you. I will never embrace the dark side.
Sidious snarled, his face contorting with rage.
So be it, Jedi.
He raised his own lightsaber, and the two began to fight. The battle was fierce, with Anakin and Sidious exchanging blows with their lightsabers. But Anakin had regained his strength, and he fought with all of his skill and determination that he had all learned as a Jedi. Sidious was powerful, but Anakin was faster and more agile. He was able to dodge the Sith Lord's attack and counter with his own. Finally, After what seemed hours of fighting, Anakin landed a decisive blow. His lightsaber plunged into Sidious's chest, and the Sith Lord fell to the ground. Anakin stood there, panting and sweating, his heart racing with adrenaline. He had defeated the greatest enemy and saved the galaxy from tyranny, but he knew that the battle was far from over. He had a long road ahead of him, filled with difficult choices and even harder decisions. As he looked out at the fiery landscape of Mustafar, Anakin knew that he would never forget this place. It was here that he had faced his greatest challenge and emerged victorious. He returned to Coruscant, finding Padme and heading for the Jedi Temple, right for the medical room. While waiting for Padme and the Jedi healers, Anakin had a conversation with Yoda.
Sorry I am, young Skywalker. Missed Obi Wan will be. Saying goodbye to an old friend. Always hard it is.
I just wish I actually had the chance to say goodbye.
Remember what I have told you, Anakin. Rejoice for those around you. Transform into the living force.
I guess you're right. The only thing I can do now is move on. Thank you, Master.
One more thing I have for you, Skywalker. Decided to award you the rank of Master the Council has. Defeating Grievous ended the war, and thank you for that. We do.
Anakin smiled. Obi-Wan was right. It hadn't been long before they'd made him a master. Anakin, now happier, walked back into the medical room. The galaxy was relieved with the end of the Clone Wars, and the Jedi's view of the future was no longer clouded. Anakin had brought peace to the galaxy. And that wraps up this fanfiction. I hope you guys really liked it, so let me know what you thought about it, and leave a recommendation for something I can do in the future. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. May the Force be with you.